Welcome back to The Buzz on this week, Friday, October 24th, the week before Halloween. I'm Ryan Peterson. Thanks so much for tuning in. Back by popular demand. I think I say this for everybody, though. Lots of emails, lots of phone calls. They love our guest host, but back this week with us, meteorologist Kevin Appleby. Hey, Kev.
Thanks for having me back, Ryan. How you doing?
Of course, I'm good. You just had some time off.
Yep.
2 days because you had been in an entire week.
Yeah, rare
With
territory.
us filling in for Matt Mackey while he was off playing Man Mountain Dean.
Yeah, he was up in the Adirondacks for a while, and he did it like 140 miles, I think he said.
Right? Over 9 days?
Incredible.
He's a machine.
Yeah, he was also, while I was covering for him, texting me, asking, is it going to be too cold for me to be outside tonight? And on like a satellite phone, because they don't have, you're not going to use your iPhone up there. So, yeah, it was kind of nice. I was like, tonight's going to probably be in the mid-20s, Matt. And he's like, oh, yeah, I got a motel this night. So.
But he did the whole thing by himself, too.
Yeah, it's
kudos.
Incredible.
He really enjoys it. I like to camp. Don't know if I could do, that.
Maybe like 1.4 miles.
It's like an overnight.
Yeah.
A weekend, right? Yeah. 9 days.
Yeah.
Kudos to Mr. Mackey. You and I are both hockey fans. You're a bigger hockey fan than I. I'm sure you are. I try to keep up with it as much as I can. Try to keep up with my Bruins. NHL season underway. We're about 8 games in. But your Devils, they're looking good, my man.
It is
looking good, right?
It's very
on top of the Metropolitan rankings here, 6-1.
Everything, Ryan. At least, on top of the world right now. They're coming out strong right out of the gate, and it's crazy because they actually lost their first game. They were in Carolina, which is like that's like their kryptonite, playing in Carolina. Past honestly, since I was a kid. But they opened the season there. It was tied late in the third, and then Carolina scored late and had some empty netters. But since then, it's not the fact that they've won all their games. It's how they've done it. They've been dominating game after game, and the quality of opponents they've been facing has been the upper echelon. They've played one non-playoff team, and that was Columbus, who missed by like a point. So they have played a really tough schedule, including the two conference champions of the past 2 years, Florida and Edmonton. You couldn't have asked for much better. If you told me they were 3-4, I'd be like, all right, well, at least it gets easier.
But that's what you want to see, and hopefully they can keep it up. My Bruins stumbled out of the gate here. We're 3-5. Also a de facto Blackhawks fan now because that's the team my son Charlie likes. He's a big Connor Bedard fan. That young kid,
he's gonna figure it out.
They will. They're 3-2 at the moment. There's still a lot of hockey left to play. They opened their season against the defending champions in the Panthers. And played them tough.
Yeah, really tough draw. I see a lot of parallels with the current Blackhawks with the previous New Jersey Devils from like 2020. It might just take a couple years, and I know that like stinks to hear, but
it's a young team. I think there's a stat that they have the youngest average age.
Yeah, I remember
of
the
their
Devils
team
had that.
in the league right now. So
yeah,
the talent's there. It's just gotta they just gotta pull it all together, make it happen. We'll see. Week from Halloween. Lots happening. We'll talk about a couple of Halloween events in our Looking Ahead segment coming up. Are you a big dress-up guy? You were Grimace here at the station last year.
That was so fun. That was a crazy
Cap got
time
a kick
period.
out of it.
Yeah, I interrupted him, and he was a big penguin shuffling, doing the temperatures.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't work nights anymore, but I'm going to show up in my Grimace costume and just interrupt him. I'm like, he's about to, you never know when it was his last Halloween. In that case, it was.
Right.
And that was really fun. But in terms of like years past, I've been kind of up and down with it. During college, I was a Minion 3 years in a row. And that pretty much involved like zipping up a sweatshirt and wearing jeans and like a pair of like
the big goggles.
Yeah. And I wore like normal glasses. I didn't wear actual goggles. So it was very chill. Just an excuse to wear something silly. I have been a gorilla and I've been nothing. Like there's been some years I did nothing. And one more thing I'll add to this is there's actually a weather tie-in for Halloween for me, which
you were talking about that this morning.
I think it's cool, but maybe not everybody thinks it's as cool as I do. I might be a little biased, but I had 2 Halloweens canceled in northern New Jersey when I was a kid, like prime trick-or-treating age, right? So when I was 2011, that's the beauty of being born in 2000, whatever the year is, that's my age. But 2011, Halloween snowstorm, a couple days before Halloween, I should say. Canceled Halloween because all the leaves were still in the trees in North Jersey. Trees fell all over the place, and Halloween canceled. School out for a week. I remember hearing the cracking of the branches. It was ominous. 1 year later, Sandy. So yeah, 2 Halloweens canceled. By the time I was 13, I think I'm too old.
Shaped your career.
Yeah, here we are.
Love it. I was never a big dress up guy, but we do it here at the station.
Yes.
Obviously, when I was a kid, loved trick or treating.
Oh yeah.
And we do have a special little thing coming up this year. So if you're watching News 10 ABC in the morning, next week from today, check it out. The gals came up with it. Christine and Juliana put their heads together. Yes. They said, "Hey fellas, this is what we're gonna do," and it's very Halloween specific. I will say that.
I'm looking forward to
old
it.
TV show that became some movies, and lots of characters will each be somebody different. So.
Yeah, I'm pulling double duty because the weather team's also doing something. So it's gonna be an interesting day.
All right, yeah, and the sales team upstairs always everybody has.
Yeah,
it gets a little nutty.
They loved Grimace last year up there. I think they did at least.
Do stay with us here on WTEN Plus on the Buzz. Coming up next, our Metroland weekend calendar for this weekend, October 24th, 25th, and 26th. We're back right after this break. Welcome back to the Buzz here on WTEN Plus. I'm Ryan Peterson. That is Kevin Appleby. And this is your Metroland weekend calendar for the weekend, Friday the 24th through Sunday the 26th. Are you ready, Kev?
So ready.
All right. Up first. Now, I always have to make sure I'm hitting the correct button here. Back to the Garden, 1969, the Woodstock Experience, Friday night at Cahoe's Music Hall. This is a band, if you're into the Woodstock era and all that peace, love, and music, this is your scene. It is called Back to the Garden 1969, the Woodstock Experience. They bill themselves as the premier tribute to the Woodstock era.
Well, I know a lot of people are going to love that. I can't say I know much about it, but I know it'll be a big hit there at Cahoe City.
Absolutely. Well, there's there's all kinds of music that'll be a part of this. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Jimi Hendrix, Sly and the Family Stone, Jefferson Airplane, Santana, Joe Cocker. Jeez. They are playing it all. I'm reading here, full multimedia theatrical event, complete with period costuming, lighting, video, and sound bites. The storytelling includes tales of the festival itself and all the legendary artists who performed on that stage. Pretty cool. I'm telling you, the Cahoe's Music Hall has been pulling in some really great acts lately. So if that's your thing, be sure to check it out.
I feel like you could go every weekend there.
Right? You really could, without a doubt. Coming up on Saturday at Indian Ladder, it is the annual Oysterfest. This is always a great time. This is all weekend from 12 to 5, Saturday and Sunday. Are you an oyster fan, Kevin?
Is this like...
Look at the face.
Is this... No.
No, I'm the same way.
Oysters are good.
I'm the same way. Oh, do you? See, I can't.
Is this oyster beer?
No.
Okay.
No.
Maybe that was
oysters served alongside beers that pair well with them.
Okay,
no, they're not oyster flavored beer. No, that would be wrong.
I agree.
Although they may. Well, let's read in here a little bit. So and this is all presented by the same guy comes in every year. He was a guest with Juliana, who'll be coming up. You'll be able to see him on our air. Calls himself, and I have to be careful when I say this, the Tall Mother Shucka.
Wow.
Because apparently the guy, his name is, his name's Keenan. I'm forgetting his last name. Anyway, the guy's like 6'7". So he comes in, he shows you how to properly shuck an oyster, break open the shell, and eat them. And yes, they will be serving some specialty beverages. The Tall Mother Shucka is a special oyster stout. So fresh oysters. But I don't think it's going to taste like an oyster. But oysters are used in the brewing process.
Oyster stout.
Yeah.
Listen, to each his own. I'm not a stout person, but.
And they'll be serving a mollusk IPA as well, made with the oyster shells. So the crushed up shell is used. So, you're getting some flavoring in there. But yeah,
It's
I'd be willing
interesting
to try
spin.
that one.
I'd give it a shot. That one.
If
I'd
your
give it a
oysters,
shot.
again, that's Saturday and Sunday at Indian Ladder from noon to 5. Also coming up on Saturday up at Universal Preservation Hall in Saratoga, Masquerade. Check this out. Dancers, get ready for a night where mystery meets music. The 3rd annual Masquerade at the Great Hall at UPH in Saratoga Springs. An unforgettable Halloween-inspired masquerade. Chance to get rhythm, lights. Again, this is a big adult event. This is not a kid event, but a chance for everybody to get in the spirit a week ahead of time.
Yeah, no, it's crunch time now. I mean, I noticed that the forecast now, it's like, okay, this is late. This is getting towards the end of fall. So not surprised to see events like this. That sounds like a lot of fun, especially for the adults.
Yeah, Saturday, the 25th here, 9 p.m., Universal Preservation Hall.
That's my bedtime.
Be sure to check that. Yeah, and lately mine too as well. I'm with you. And finally, on Sunday at GE Theater at Proctor's, the world's best short films. Now, we've been talking about this for a couple of years. This seems very cool to me. It's called Asbury Shorts USA, an afternoon of the world's best short films. Celebrating 40, they've been doing this for 44 years. So it's a festival down in New York City, and then they take it on the road. It features documentaries, comedies, dramas, animated shorts that have all been honored at some of the top film festivals around the world.
So you're getting a show. You're getting just like piece after piece of really high quality work all in one place. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, so this is Sunday, again, at the GE Theater at Proctor's. Everything gets underway at 2 in the afternoon, $20 general admission. Catch some of the best short films out there, award winners from around the world. I think that's pretty cool. So that's, once again, a great weekend ahead here in the Capital Region.
44th anniversary. That's cool.
Yeah, the Short Film Festival, for sure. All right, so that is your Metroland weekend calendar. We gave you some great ideas, and coming up next, we'll give you some ideas of what is coming up Halloween weekend next week. Stay tuned here on The Buzz on WTEN Plus. We're back after this. Welcome back to The Buzz here on WTN Plus. Ryan Peterson, Kevin Appleby in the hot seat. All right. So next weekend, we're a week away from Halloween, if you can believe it. Lots to do. We're going to highlight 3 pretty cool things here coming up next week. Once again, where am I? Push the right button, Peterson. All right, coming up on Friday on Halloween, October 31st. This is called a Bewitching Burlesque, The Haunted Garden. This is happening at Emery's Garden over in Troy on King Street. 7 o'clock, doors open, cocktails, appetizers, and pizza. The show itself gets underway at 9. But if burlesque is your thing and you want to check it out on Halloween, get over to Emery's for the Haunted Garden.
Right at the end of the Troy Green Island Bridge. I've only seen that place.
There
I've
you
looked
go.
inside of it, but I've never been. I've heard great things about it. So if you like that, if you like the place and the burlesque, then that's what you do on Friday.
7 to 11. Yeah, again, doors at 7. They've got all kinds of stuff. The show itself gets underway at 9. If a dance party, Kev, is more your thing, we've got you covered there too. This is happening on also Friday night. Lost and Found Kitchen and Bar here in Albany. The Grave Lost and Found Beyond the Grave Halloween dance party with DJ Fearless and friends. So here you go. What are we saying about this? Get ready for a night of thrills and chills. Dance the night away on Halloween. Costumes encouraged. Again, this is a 21 and up event. But if you've gone trick-or-treating with the kids and you're looking for a night out, this might be the place to go.
That's a fun place, and that's also a really fun part of Albany as well. So you could hit Lost and Found for that event.
Yeah.
And, if it gets a little packed or if you're just looking for a change of scenery, you have so many options in the warehouse district of Albany.
And apparently they will also, according to their little flyer here outside, they will have a graveyard, kind of like a little haunted house with jump scares and photo opportunities set up outside. And there is a costume contest. Ooh. So show up in your best because the winner's getting $100 there.
I'll have to wear what I'm wearing to work.
Oh,
I could win.
there you go.
Maybe.
Well, all right. Well, no, I don't want you to give away either one because you said you're doing two. You're doing one with the morning show and you're doing one with the weather team too, right?
That's right.
Okay. Well, we're not going to give those away.
We'll
So
see. You got a week.
you just got to tune in. Finally, on Saturday out at Indianland Farms, the Halloween adoption event rescue plan. This is in partnership with Pepper Tree Dog Rescue, Pepper Tree Animal Rescue. Saturday from 12 to 5 at Indian Ladder Farms. All kinds of stuff happening. They're going to have rescue dogs there who are looking for their forever home. They're going to have a pet costume and parade and contest, vendors and pizza, all kinds of stuff happening there for this.
We got to hope for good weather because Halloween, that sounds like a great opportunity to not only go to Indian Ladder Farms for everything they have to offer, but also meet a potential furry companion.
Yeah. And this is a family-friendly event. Saturday the 1st, 12 to 5. DeFazio's Pizza, which they have an outpost there at Indian Ladder now anyways. Spooky specialty drinks, face painting, dog-friendly, of course, because it is also a big adoption event. I don't know how you can go wrong with that. I'm actually have to try to get the kids out to that.
Yeah. No, that sounds like you said, family-friendly. What's crazy is that's the day before. I see the time frame, 12 to 5.
Yeah.
The next day is the time change.
Oh, is it?
That's so soon.
Oh, I forget it's much sooner now. Thank you for reminding me.
At least I got an extra hour's sleep for Sunday
Of course, we'll be talking about that a lot next week too. On the newscasts.
Oh yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Does that ever really mess you up?
The spring one does. And you spring ahead and you lose the hour. I mean, as somebody that's worked weekend mornings for a couple of years now, that's not my favorite morning. Especially if there's like active weather, because you're already worried about active weather. If it could still snow when you're springing ahead, of course. Yeah. And you're losing an hour of sleep on top of that. Like your body doesn't want to go to sleep, but you're like, I have to wake up an hour earlier. Yeah. The fall one's easier, but it's not exactly seamless either. Because like next thing you know, I'm trying to go to bed at like 4:30 p.m.
That's just 3 cool events that are happening for Halloween weekend. Lots more going on. All you got to do is get on the social media, get on Facebook. You'll see all kinds of other things. Of course, trick-or-treating hour as well for the kiddos all around the capital region. So have a safe and fun Halloween.
Yes.
When we come back, we're going to take a look at this day, October 24th, in pop culture history. This is Kev's favorite segment. He excels at it.
So good.
When we come back, you're watching The Buzz here on WTEN+. Welcome back to The Buzz here on WTEN+. Ryan Peterson, meteorologist Kevin Appleby with you.
My favorite segment.
This day in pop culture history. I often give Kevin a hard time because of movies and things that he's never seen.
It's deserved.
But it's all done with love. It's all done with love. So a big one, October 24th, 1969. Predates me, but it's a cinematic classic. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Take it away, Ryan.
Paul Newman, Robert Redford. I'm giving you homework. I give you homework all the time. You have to watch this film.
Okay. What streaming platform is it on? What do I have to get?
Oh, gosh. You probably find it somewhere. And I can't imagine it would be much more than a couple bucks to rent streaming somewhere, too. Paul Newman, Robert Redford. It's based on directed by George Roy Hill, script by William Goldman. It's what Robert Redford named his film festival after. Big film, the Sundance Film Festival is named after his character in this film. It was one of his first big roles, huge success, loosely based on a real-life pairs of train robberies in the Wild West. Wonderful, wonderful film.
I will watch. I'm
better.
Homework, the notes are taken.
Nominated for 7 Academy Awards. Did it win? Oh, it did. It won 4. It won Best Cinematography, Original Score, Best Writing, Story, Screenplay. It didn't win any acting Oscars. I'm surprised.
Yeah, especially with those names that you said.
Oh my gosh, the two of them are it's fantastic. It's a great film. Also on this day, October 24th in 1978, The Wiz. Are you familiar with The Wiz?
The Wiz?
W-I-Z. not taking a.
What is it? Like a wizard?
You know, I would go there. It
Wasn't ready for that.
it was originally a Broadway musical in 1974. It was an adaptation of The Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
for an
cool.
all black cast, an all African American cast, and the film they made. Again, you need to watch
Gotta
this.
see it.
Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, Ted Ross, Nipsey Russell, Richard Pryor.
Jeez.
Phenomenal. The music's great. The film is fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
really,
like a good one.
Really another one you need to see. And in 2014, now you're going to know this one, John Wick.
Probably not for the reasons you expect. I mean, yeah.
John Wick premiered, the original, the first one. How many are there now? 4, I think?
There's a lot.
Or more, but they're fantastic. Keanu Reeves, come
Yeah,
on.
he's-
Kicking butt.
He's just a
As an
perfect for that
assassin, the
role.
gun for hire.
He's
They're
perfect.
violent as all get out. I will warn you now. If you don't like
Right.
violence, if you don't like gun violence, it's probably not for you.
Not your cup
But
of tea.
they're so well shot, choreographed. The action sequences are just awesome.
It really just pulled off well and so iconic that
Yeah.
it became one of those early, this is going to be over a lot of folks' heads, but it was one of those early day Fortnite skins.
Yes.
Like literally
For sure.
as that game started going crazy in like 2016 or 17,
Right.
they made this like limited time skin of John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
And for like 8 years, if you saw John Wick, you're like, uh-oh. Like, I'm in trouble. This guy's been around since the beginning.
One of those collectible skins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
it's rare.
TV series debuts. All right, now this one, I'm familiar with it. I've never seen it myself, but I know the character. In 1973, Kojak premiered, starring Telly Savalas as the New York City Police Department detective
Oh,
lieutenant.
cool.
He always had a lollipop in his mouth.
Sounds like
Very
a good
famous
show.
character. If you saw pictures of Telly Savalas, I bet you would recognize. You'd say, "Oh, I recognize that."
I genuinely, maybe
Bald, notoriously bald head.
maybe you won't believe me when I say this, but I actually think that applies to more stuff than we realize. Like if I just see it or hear a piece of it, and I'm like, oh yeah,
All right.
like songs all the time. You're like, have you
Right.
heard of this song? I'm like, well, no. And then they play it. I'm like, well, of course I've heard this. Like,
Also on this day in 2000, the Michael Richards Show. Michael Richards, who
Michael
played
Richards.
Kramer on Seinfeld. This was a big
Okay.
spin-off show for him. It did not last long.
oops.
It did not last long. It was created by by Michael Richards and a couple of the other writers from Seinfeld. He played a character. It was called the Michael Richards Show, but he played a character named Vic Nardazza, who was a bumbling private eye. And it didn't do well.
That's
There
a
was
shame.
only 8 episodes, and then NBC pulled the plug.
Oh, that was quick. What you
Well,
weren't
apparently
kidding.
when they started out, he wanted to create a character that wasn't Kramer-like,
Yeah.
but the audience didn't like that. So he
Clearly.
then he started to include like some of Kramer's mannerisms into the character, right? But
Too late.
Still, no, it wasn't doing well in the ratings, and
Spin-offs are really, it either lasts
8
like
episodes,
a year.
and they pulled the plug. Speaking of spin-offs, the next show that debuted on this day in 2016, Man with a Plan, starring Matt LeBlanc, Joey from Friends.
Oh.
He's had a couple of his own shows since Friends, but that did pretty well. I believe Man with a Plan ran for 4 seasons on CBS
See, that's a solid run as a spin-off.
and had pretty good success. It was not related. I shouldn't say spin-off because it's unrelated to Friends.
Okay.
But yeah,
But he was LeBlanc, right? Or did I say his name wrong?
Matt LeBlanc.
Forgotten L for me.
That's okay.
But yeah, no, he's really molded himself into a
Bankable
very
star.
well-rounded star, like you said.
And real quick, a couple birthdays on this day. Kevin Kline, born on this day in 1947.
Happy birthday, fellow
Fish
Kevin.
Called Wanda. All kinds of Pirates of Penzance, Sophie's Choice, Academy Award winner for Best Supporting Actor. If you saw Kevin Kline, you would recognize him, I'm sure. Wonderful actor. And B.D. Wong, born on this day
I
in
know him.
1960. He was in
SVU.
SVU, that's right.
I don't know
in
if
the
that's
Jurassic Park series?
Yes.
No, you're absolutely correct. And also Father of the Bride. He played, what's his name's quirky little assistant there?
Is that just what he does?
Martin Short.
In like all
Is this-
his
yeah.
roles, he's just like the quirky assistant.
Quirky little guys, yeah.
I say that as a quirky
But-
person. I'm not. I'm not insulting here.
That is this day in pop culture history. That is it for the Buzz. Real quick as we say goodbye here, this is where you can find us. If you're watching us, great. You know where to find us. Tell your friends. On Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire TV, go to the App Store of either one of those platforms. Get it for free. Watch our newscasts and all of our original programming. As always, coming soon to Samsung. We just don't know when. Kevin, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. You've been watching The Buzz. We'll see you here next week.